Hello folks. I've tested out and compared quite a few different wireless microphone systems. Transmitting an audio signal wirelessly to your camera is very convenient and may be exactly what you need. But I think a small portable audio recorder may be a good alternative to a wireless system for some people, and I think they get overlooked sometimes. Using a portable recorder requires you to sync the audio in post, but most programs make that relatively easy. I imagine that most people considering a wireless mic system are aware of the option to use a portable recorder instead, but I still thought it could be worth talking about briefly. If you're looking to improve the audio in your videos, a portable audio recorder might be just the ticket. Portable recorders come in all shapes and sizes and price levels, so there should be something for just about every budget and use case. I'm not going to go in depth about different recorders in this video. For now, just know that there are plenty of options out there. As I mentioned, the main disadvantage to using a portable recorder is that you end up with a separate audio file that must be imported into your editing program and synced up with the video. It's not as convenient as having the audio recorded directly into the camera, and if you normally do little to no video editing, the extra effort may not be something you want to bother with. But if you normally import your videos into an editor already, adding and syncing up an audio track doesn't take very long once you get used to it. But it is an extra step or two, and there are situations where a wireless system is simply a better way to accomplish what needs done. So an audio recorder isn't going to work for everyone in every situation, but there are some advantages. A portable recorder has no range limit and no fear of signal dropouts due to obstruction between the transmitter and the receiver. Granted, many wireless systems will have no problem with range in typical usage scenarios, but with a portable recorder, there's never a question of range or maintaining line of sight. You never have to worry about channels or frequencies or interference. 2.4 GHz systems in particular are highly reliant on line of sight when outdoors. In my testing, I found that many wireless systems will have occasional dropouts or even drop completely if your body gets between the receiver and the transmitter when you're outside and there's nothing for the signal to reflect off of. So, even at relatively short distances, a portable recorder may be more reliable, and even if you drive into the scene from a quarter mile away, you can have clear audio the entire time. Just like that. When you use a portable recorder, the quality of the mic input on your camera isn't a factor. Having said that, most wireless systems have a strong enough output that you can turn the input gain way down on the camera, and even a cheap camcorder like the Canon HF R800 has a good enough mic input to give okay audio with most wireless systems. That doesn't mean there's nothing to gain, and some cameras might have more problematic inputs than others, but it won't generally be a major factor if your camera has an audio input. But the camera you use doesn't have to have an audio input at all if you use a portable recorder. Many action cameras, point-and-shoot cameras, as well as some cheaper mirrorless cameras and camcorders don't have microphone inputs at all. Maybe you have a camera with good enough video quality, but it doesn't have a microphone input. As an example, I'm currently recording with a Sony RX100. I know later versions of this camera have microphone inputs, but this one doesn't. And rather than using this audio from the internal microphones, you can get the video quality this camera provides paired with audio from a portable recorder. This makes an audio recorder very versatile because it works regardless of what camera you're using. Another potential advantage is simply better audio quality, though this one's a bit less clear-cut. Portable recorders don't have to transmit the audio wirelessly, so there's no quality lost due to that process. A digital wireless system is just that. It converts the audio to a digital signal and then transmits it. So a digital system has to use a bit rate and sample rate for the converted audio that allows reasonable conversion times to limit latency and to provide reliable transmission using the bandwidth available. That also means they do the analog to digital and then digital to analog conversions before the audio even gets to your camera. Each of these stages is a chance for some quality to be lost, especially if it's not done well. An analog wireless system has to use a compander to squeeze the dynamic range of the audio into the limited dynamic range of the FM transmission band that's being used, and then it has to re-expand that audio at the receiver before sending it out to the camera. As an example, This is audio from a $100 PhotoWelt Air wireless system recording into my camera. This system is available under several different brand names, and it's generally around $100. For comparison, this is audio from a $40 Sony audio recorder. Granted, this recorder doesn't come with a lav mic, and it has some hiss, but even with this cheap lav mic, it sounds a lot better than the PhotoWelt wireless system did. There's simply more that has to be done well in a wireless system in order to get good quality. In my experience, wireless systems in the 200 and up range will generally have decent audio quality. Maybe a similarly priced audio recorder would do a little better, but the differences are probably going to be small. But when you start to go very much below $200 for a wireless system, audio quality becomes hit or miss. Basically, if you are looking for the best audio quality at the lowest cost, a cheap recorder will generally beat a cheap wireless system. At higher prices, the sound quality gap narrows, but you're generally starting to get extra features on recorders as the price increases. Things like safety tracks, 32-bit float recording, limiters, etc. I'm not trying to talk anyone out of getting a wireless system. If that's what you want or what you need, there's tons of them available these days. But just maybe give portable audio recorders a look as well. They allow essentially unlimited range, they aren't reliant on your camera having an audio input, much less a good one, and they can provide good audio quality starting under $100. There is more I could go into in terms of specific recorders, specific wireless systems, and usage scenario comparisons, but for now, I just wanted to make a quick video on the topic. If there's anything specific about this topic you'd like me to explore or test out, let me know. I do plan to review this Sony recorder because it surprised me. But in the meantime, hopefully this was helpful. As always, thanks for watching. Take care. Shut up.